my lovely ladies. You're welcome to the Female Show. Today's show is going to be different because it's themed and it's about alternative. Are you aware that aside the very popular songs that you listen to on radio and see on TV, there are also songs that do not play on TV or do not fall in the mainstream category? They are considered the alternative music. We have artists in there like Yaya, Nanaya, and some few others. Today we are going to be talking everything alternative music, and we'll be spotlighting a very exciting lady called DedeSpeaks, as well as exposing you to the world of alternative music. Let's kick off the show with a song by Efya called Until the Dawn, and a very electrifying performance by Yaya at the 3 Music Awards Women's Branch. So I was getting my makeup done, and then I heard you speaking English. I'm like, okay, she definitely wasn't raised here. Then you had a call and you said, Mama, I mean you okay? And I'm like, what is going on? Wait, what was going on there? With the switch of language, you have American in you, you have Ga in you.
Yeah.
What is your name?
My name is DedeSpeaks.
DedeSpeaks.
Yes.
Because you're a poet, or?
Yes.
Oh, you're a poet. So I guess you're right.
Yes, perfect.
Okay. So I know you have a bit of music in you as well. Let's talk about that for like some few minutes.
Okay, so like you said in your warm introduction, my name is DedeSpeaks. I started off as a poet, then I transitioned into music. So I have a bit of the spoken word and just music in me. And basically right now I'm just making music. I guess the category of music that I fit into right now is more alternative, but I used to make like Afro pop and Afro beats, but now I'm just experimenting and making music that speaks to who I am.
Okay, so why did you decide to put away the other ones that are mainstream to just do the alternative?
I think it was more of what I was getting. The beats that I was getting in a certain time, they seemed more alternative than Afro pop. And at least for me as a musician, I write based on the instrumentals I'm given. If it speaks to me in a way, if I feel like I can write a story to the beat, I create. And nowadays, just, I don't know, it seems like more of the beats I'm moving towards and gravitating towards is more alternative. So it doesn't sound like the hip life, the high life, the Afro beats that we've come to know, or even Afro pop. It just sounds more westernized from the African sound that we know.
Okay, so I know you, since you do alternative, you should have some women you love also doing alternative music, like your own list of women you love.
Yes,
so
of course.
Let's start from, I'll take 5 from you.
Okay.
Let's start from number 1 or number 5 upwards. Which one do you love?
Number 1 first?
No,
or
number 1 should be the ultimate.
Okay,
so
ultimate.
Number 5.
Okay, number 5, I would have to say Lady J.
Lady J. What
Yes.
song?
My favorite song of hers is called Who Do You Love?
Who do you love?
But the song that I currently love right now is called Odonana.
So which one do you want us to play for you?
I want you guys to play Odonana because the visuals and the video itself is very beautifully put together, and you get a very good sense of her EP that she put out based on that song.
Okay, let's check out Odonana by Lady J. Okay, so that's Odonana by Lady J. How often do you listen to Lady J?
I listen to her a lot. Like I said, Who Do You Love is like my ultimate favorite. And that song, she just, I don't know, there's just something in it. Certain songs, you know, it just has like certain ginger in it that just makes you smile when you listen to it.
And have some of the elements of her style. Have you inculcated that in your acts too?
I think her ability to be bold and who she is, because she reminds me a lot of Efya. I find they have some similarities. They're very bold in their personalities, who they are as artists. They know what sound they create, they know who they are, and they stand by it. And at times in this industry, it's very hard for you to do that because you may feel like this person is telling you, oh, you need to sound like this, you need to look like this, you need to, but at least for those 2 women, Efya and Lady J, they stand for who they are, and I appreciate that.
Okay, I have a lot of questions for you, but let's take the second person that you love so much doing alternative music?
Okay, the next person will be Amaare.
Oh.
I just love her sense of fashion and her style, and also her voice is very unique.
And it contradicts her look, doesn't it?
I don't think so. It's like the
I mean,
angel.
I would think
she looks very innocent to me. So
no, but anytime I look at Amaare, it's like I would presume or make assumptions, a certain voice till she open her mouth, and then it's a different lane.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I think it fits. I think her branding is so on point, and that's what I love about her as an artist. Her branding matches everything. Like everything is done and executed so well that you know who she is from her IG. When you look at her IG, her Twitter, her Instagram, like everything solid. You know, this is Amaare. This is Amaare.
Okay, so which song of Amaare are we listening to?
Sad girls love money.
Please, sad girls, let's watch you. So you said that the type of beats that you've been receiving is what has actually pushed you to do alternative. Does that mean that in the future, if your producers or your beat makers should send the very other songs that we know, the mainstream beats, you are going to have a drastic switch, aren't you?
I don't think I will have a drastic switch, but I will still write to them, but I just wouldn't give them to myself. I'd rather give it to another artist, because now I'm dabbling a bit into songwriting. So it's not that I would neglect the beat or I wouldn't like work with the beat. I'll work with the beat, but it may just not fit me and where I am as an artist. So I'd rather give it to somebody that I feel like, hey, this is the song I wrote. You would do well on this song, and then just leave it at that. Because I know me right now, the space I'm in is more alternative, and that's the type of brand I'm trying to create around myself.
Okay, and have you had some core followers who love the genre of music you're doing?
Before, yeah. There's people that like the Afro pop and the Afro Dede, because I was just like, yeah, I was more like free spirited. But I think my latest work is more heavy, as far as you get to explore my emotions.
Okay, so you agree that the alternative, it makes you express yourself well.
More, yeah, okay. Compared to when I write Afro beats, because I feel like when I write Afro beats, Afro pop is more love, is more about very happy experiences, compared to when I do alternative, I can actually come up with a story about what I'm going through. And sometimes we go through heavy things. We don't always find love. We don't always have those happy experiences. So with the alternatives, it allows me to show a truer version of myself.
That's nice. I mean, if I should enter music, I think I would. So, what is the next song on your list?
The next song would be Thames, Try Me.
Okay, let's try her. Have an EPL. How is it faring on the market?
It's actually doing very well, and I'm so excited because I didn't think Ghanaians would respond so well to it, because it is different. It's a mixture of hip hop. I like to say there's a little bit of Afro in there. There's a bit of trap and drill. Like, it's a good fusion of sounds to make me as a person happy.
Okay, so some amount of Ghanaians are listening, right? But I'm sure you have the database as to which country has the most listeners for you.
Yes.
Ghana, where do we fall?
Ghana is actually number one.
Wow.
Ghana is actually number one, and then
well done.
Nigeria, and then I have some in, I think it's either Zimbabwe or Zambia. It's a Z. Okay, but
Zimbabwe, trust. Okay, so are we saying that Ghanaians are actually paying attention to the genre of music you do, or it's because you're Ghanaian, so you have some solid fan base here?
I think Ghanaians are looking for different music as far as alternative. They're ready and prepared to listen to things that are not of the norm. And we see that. I think we, like, at least mainstream music, it's very high life, hip life, Afro. But I think there's a yearning and a want for different sounds and different songs that speak to who you are. And I think, at least for me, the way I consume music is based on my emotions and how I'm feeling.
Okay.
And it's not every day that you want to listen to a party song, or it's not every day you want to dance. Sometimes
every day you're in a party mood.
Yeah, sometimes you
life.
want like some conscious music that would just, not even conscious, but just like vibey music that would just make you or fit with your mood.
Okay, and are you doing this for money? Because then if it's alternative, I mean, you know, mainstream means mainstream. A lot of people are listening, it's being played on air, whatever. But if you're doing alternative and you want to stick to that, are you doing it for money? Or you have people holding you down, so you want to go the right way till the world accepts your way?
I think I'm not doing it for money. I think I'm just doing it right now out of my love for music and making sure that what is in me is being put out there. And Kukwa Ishan actually told me something really dope. She said that whatever is in you, right, you need to put it out there because you never know how your work or whatever you create may affect anybody. Because she was saying basically
Wait,
that...
who is Kukwa Ishan?
She's a film director.
Okay.
She's a filmmaker.
Okay.
And I had the opportunity to have a conversation with her. Shout out to Kuba. But what she was basically saying is that our destinies and our purpose are intertwined in the sense that if I don't put out music and talk or tell the stories I have within me in my music, somebody may be going through the same thing, but they may not get that inspiration or that similarity or that commonality that they're going through, knowing that, oh, somebody else is going through that, unless they listen to my music or they find something that fits what they're going through. So for me right now, it's not about the money. It's more about sharing my stories, making sure that my voice is being heard and my story is also being heard, and hoping it relates to others.
All right, I think that's great. I mean, if this should be able to keep you going for a long time. Okay, so what's number 4 on your list?
Number
4.
Would it be 3? No, two.
Oh,
2.
Okay, so I have changed the order. Okay, number 2 on your list.
Number 2 has to be the queen herself, Efya. She has a song that she's featured on. It's Mixed Quest. Calvin Boy is also on it, and Camido is also on it. It's called
Kachi.
Yeah.
Girl, you
already know.
Oh no, I follow the ladies. Let's take Kachi out. Okay, so I didn't let us talk about your EP into details. Can you just talk about it a little bit into detail so that we know where they can stream it, where they can listen to songs and all? So the EP is Tribal Mark. I know that. Yeah. How many songs are on there?
It's a 6-track EP, including an intro and an outro. And like I said, it's a blend of different sounds. So you get a ballad, you get some trap and drill, you get some kind of soft, at least my interpretation.
When we hear drill, it is something crazy. Okay.
It's not Asaka vibes, but it's calm, it's chill.
Okay.
It's chill that you still get what you need out of the song. And right now, you can get it on all streaming platforms. Boomplay, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Tidal, Deezer, everywhere. It's available on all streaming sites. I also have visuals coming out for at least 2 songs off the EP, which I'm really excited for you guys to see.
Oh, cool.
Because literally, I feel like with videos, once you put it out there, it's out there. So I want to make sure it's perfect before it goes out there. So I'm really taking my time to double watch the previews that are sent to me to just make sure that, like, okay, this video speaks to what the EP is.
Okay, so before we take the number 1 song, I know in Ghana, Tribal Marks is something we are trying to do away with because we feel it distorts the face. Why is your EP Tribal Mark? Are you distorted some way?
No, but in choosing the title, I was more focused on what tribal marks means. Okay. So usually when you see somebody with a tribal marks, it tells you a little bit about the person.
Yeah, the long ones, they are from the top. The small ones, they are Ashantis.
Okay, yeah. So you can tell, oh, this person is Ashanti, this person is Ewe. It tells you a little bit about the person. And I just wanted to do something like that, at least. I wanted you to know more about me, because for me, creating this EP was all about finding myself, my identity, and who I am. Okay. So I just chose that to kind of play on what tribal marks actually mean.
I think it's as simple as ABC. I would have added something, but it's simple. Aside the ladies you've mentioned, are there any other ladies that you love?
Yes, of course. I love Suze Black.
Okay.
She is a alternative artist. She has a very dope EP called 28th. My favorite song is Bra Lote. It's featuring D Black.
Wait, Bra Lote?
Yes.
What's going on here? Okay.
Featuring D Black. The song is just really crazy. And she's also been featured in some songs with Calvin Boy. I know she was on Calvin Boy's last album and also his EP. She had a song with him too. But I really love her music. Jane Fire, she has a song dropping. Makoma, I think it's dropping within this week.
Well, then you really follow your space. That's
of
nice.
course. Yeah, you have to push and support the people in your space, and also
and are they doing the same for you?
Yeah, definitely. And in listening to their music, you also get ideas. You see how other people are giving themselves to alternative, because I have my own interpretation of what I think alternative music is. Just like you may think alternative music means or sounds like something mainstream else. Yeah. So it's very nice to just kind of see like, okay, so this is what you're doing. Okay, cool. And then just push.
Okay, so you have to tell us your number one song. Yeah, now I can't wait.
Okay, so my number one song is actually me.
Nice.
And I chose this one because one, it's not on my EP, but it's different. It's very, very different. And I love the message behind it. In creating this piece, I really wanted to speak to Black men. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it.
Wait, what about Black men did you want to talk about?
No, just loving on them, making sure that they know that they're loved and embracing who they are.
Black men are loved. That's so they
no,
should
like black, like just it's written from the perspective where it's asking and telling Black men that, hey, we love you as women, like in collective, we love you because you're precious, you're hardworking, you're this. It's just loving on a Black man. Make sure you love on a Black man.
Let's love some men by checking out the video then. Wow. Obviously, I'll be very surprised if DedeSpeaks didn't make herself number one on her own list. So I hope you enjoyed her number one song, which is herself, DedeSpeaks. Now, have you thought about how music or the sound would be like if an alternative musician should feature or should collaborate with a mainstream artist? I mean, the gap between the mainstream and then the alternative, it should be nice though. But these people, they've done something like that. Lady J has something like that with a very, very popular musician. So I'm going to be reading out a list to you, or I'm going to be giving you a list of songs that has alternative musicians, yes, and mainstream artists that you all love and enjoy so much. Number one is Lady J featuring Sarkodie, and they call that Venus.
Oneplay. Add class to your music.